All right, well, welcome wild ones. And also we have a few new members that joined since our last program. So welcome to those new members and thank you for supporting this organization and joining in on the fun here. Who would have thought back in March and then in June that we would still be doing Zoom and YouTube in order to connect and keep our programs going. So not what we expected, but certainly it's a way to stay connected. So I hope everyone is enjoying the programs that we've been putting out there. There's a link that you can subscribe to on YouTube, and you'll get all updates when there are new programs and be able to access all the ones that we've done already. So I hope everyone is well in these times, you, your pod, and all your friends and family. Hopefully we can get through this pretty quickly and stay safe. Certainly, I have found it a great time to embrace the natural world, as have a lot of other people, because the parks, the hiking trails are packed. And so it makes it hard to let your dog off leash when you're out walking with your dog. But it's great. I think it's fantastic because I think a lot of people will develop a keener appreciation and for nature, and that of course speaks well with the Wild Ones. And for those of you that might be watching this on YouTube, the Wild Ones is a national not-for-profit organization, and we encourage landscaping with native plants. That's our main goal. We also support prairie preservation and restoration, woodland restoration, wetland, everything nature and everything native. So I'm happy that we can still keep these programs going, and I hope you will find value in these. All right, well, speaking of nature, the one thing or a couple of things that it really provides to me is, one is stability in these unstable times, consistency, dependability. Those plants are still coming up. The pollinators are still out. Everything is moving along as it normally would. And I think that is a piece of sanity we can hang on to during these times. I've had the best year, I think, bird watching and bug watching from my home office. It's been fantastic. I have seen so many weird bugs this year that I've noticed and had time to look at and wonder what they are and what they do. I had a bumblebee just the other day sitting in the sun on the deck. Flew onto my leg, I had jeans on, and it was really warm, and he was determined to burrow into my jeans, because it was nice and warm, and he thought it was a good place to spend the winter, I guess. So very interesting things out there for sure. All right, a couple of quick things on our chapter activity. I sent out a survey for seed and treat exchange. We do that in November, as our members know. It's a members-only event, and it's an opportunity usually to socialize, get together, exchange native seeds that we've collected, exchange the treats that we bring in, and certainly this year that's not going to happen. But we still have seeds, so I feel like we still can share those in a safe manner. So the idea was to potentially have a Saturday or Sunday in November during the day, hopefully a warm part of the day. Lisbon Community Park has a large pavilion that's covered, and it's right by the parking lot. So I thought if members would make individual packets of seeds to bring and lay out, and then people could come in socially distanced, pick up packets, not dig through bins of seeds, and we could still get seeds out into the community. So I'd like to know the people who are interested, so that we don't have a seed exchange with one or two or three people. If there's interest, then we'll go full force on it. So please return that survey if you have a couple of minutes, or reach out to me. Email or phone is fine too. Our chapter did contribute this year to the Seeds for Education. We contributed $500 for this year's award to a school or organization and their project to restore prairie or woodland or whatever they need. We're here to support that. We're also doing a video. It's a project that we're going to partner with the City of Port Washington and the Western Great Lakes Bird and Bat Observatory. Port Washington has a project going to, it's called Neighborhood Habitat Improvement. So they're reaching out to residents and trying to encourage people to plant native plants, not have the whole manicured garden. And so the city is behind this, which is really awesome to see. They are actually actively working on projects within the city parks, median strips, city properties to incorporate native plants and try to ease everybody into the world of natives and how wonderful it is. So we're partnering with them. We're going to be we did shoot a video. We'll be posting that in the next couple of weeks to support this and to provide information about the plan. And our role will be to help with education and planning. So that's an exciting project. All right, let's see here. The 2021 programs, our chapter programs, our board met in September, and we have a good handle on pretty much the year in 2021. We're going to plan on programs, play it by ear. We may record as we did this year. We may have to move some to the next year, or we'll have Zoom meetings if we can't meet in person. So more to follow on that, but we definitely have a good lineup for 2021. On national news, the photo contest deadline is 11/1. If anyone is out there, Rick, if you're out there and submitting photos, good luck. So that deadline is coming up. National also has found a new executive director. I don't know who it is, but they are in the process of incorporating that person. They're also looking for an accounting assistant, I believe. We had the annual meeting, which was very interesting. A couple of us board members, and I'm not sure if any of our members sat in on the Zoom meeting, of course, but they really are actively working to keep things going, to get things on track. There are people now at National so that you can reach out to them. So kudos for them. They've got some great things planned. You know, we had that wonderful presentation by Doug Tallamy and the presentation by Heather Holm. Both of those are posted on YouTube if you want to watch it again, or you didn't catch it the first time around. They were great programs. Let's see, what else? Oh, so I wanted to, couple of notes about the program today. We are recording, and if you do not, and we are going to post on social media on YouTube. If you do not want to be part of that, you know, you can take away your camera, you can mute that and mute your microphone so that you won't be visible at all. If you're okay with it, then just hang in there, and you'll be able to, we'll all be stars on YouTube one day, I guess, right? So I just wanted to say thank you to our board members for continuing to carry on our chapter's functions and our goals and our missions. You know, we're still actively working towards the things we want to do around native plants and native plant landscaping. I appreciate the input and the ideas everyone has had, as well as input from members. I've had great responses to our programs. I think come February, when everybody is hunkered down, turning on a video with bright greens and birds singing is going to be the best therapy once we get to those cold months. So great. I think I'm done with what I have to say. We've got a little fun planned tonight. Before I introduce our speaker, or before she takes over, we're going to have a fun Halloween related survey that we'd like you to participate in. Also, during the program, you can click on the chat box at the bottom of the screen if you just hover your mouse over there, and you can type in questions. We'll do a Q&A after the program, just so that we don't have a lot of people trying to talk at the same time. It can get a little crazy then. There will also be a couple of quick polls during Anne's presentation, so you can vote, and we'll see where the answers are, and we'll be able to pull up the results as we work through the program. So I guess without further ado, I'm going to introduce Anne. Oh, no, we're going to do the trick or treat poll first. I'm sorry, Anne, hang on. So if everyone wants to take a look at this and decide what's your favorite costume if we were going to go out trick-or-treating or to a costume party or anything like that. And John came up with some pretty interesting ones, if as you can see, and totally relevant to us.
So Rattlesnake Master wins with 3 votes. Rigor Mortis. Anybody get that one? Huh?
That's
Rigor
me.
Mortis Goldenrod.
I thought that was very inventive.
Witch Hazel, Creepy Doll's Eyes, and Ghost Plant.